friends, welcome to my video. Realised that I've been missing in action for quite a while now, so I thought it was about time I filmed a video. Unfortunately, I work full time and it's getting to the point in the year where I'm leaving for work and it's dark, and I'm coming home from work and it's dark, and I haven't invested in any fancy lighting yet. As you can probably tell from the reflection in these glasses, I just got two little side lamps, and like it's daytime now and it's just so grey outside, so if I turn them off, honestly, it's like pitch black in here. So yeah, that's why I've been missing, but I thought it was about time I came back and tried to do a video. Actually, you know what, I'm just gonna turn them off because maybe this will be enough. I'll have to fiddle with the settings or something. So I realise I never really do chatty videos, I never really do chatty intros. Sometimes if I'm searching for a video on YouTube and I see someone like chatting on for like the first 10 minutes of the video, I get a bit bored, so I didn't want to bore anyone if someone's searching for homeware ideas, and then they just have to sit through me wittering on. But then I realise it's a bit random also to just suddenly appear on YouTube and not have any explanation or background to like what my channel's about or anything. So I thought maybe now would be a good opportunity to try and do that, just kind of explain myself, let you guys get to know me. Might not be very interesting for people, but I just thought I'd put it in for completeness. To be honest, I kind of made this YouTube channel for myself in a way. I'm buying my first house and I kind of want to document the journey from having my offer accepted right until like getting the keys, moving in, making it my own. I pretty much need to do decoration in every single room, so I thought it'd be really cool to like do room transformations and upcycling furniture, home interiors and decorating. I just think it would be cool to like see my house change, and then maybe I'll be able to look back on it in a few years' time and think, oh yeah, I did that all myself, that's how my house used to look, and I can like maybe show people. It's a bit of a private thing at the minute, I haven't really told anyone what I'm doing, so yeah. So that's a little bit of background to the channel. The style I'm kind of going for is kind of grown up but not fully grown up, because I feel like that's the stage I am at in my life. So when I went to uni, I just filled my room with like really girly things, really homely, like fluffy flowery blankets and like big oversized teacups and things like that, just trying to make it really girly and homely, because I thought that's what I needed while I was away at uni. But now I feel like I'm a woman now. So I'm trying to make my style a little bit more grown up but not still a bit playful, because that's just where I am in my life. Next up, I'm going to address these glasses, because people are probably like, what the hell are you wearing on your eyes? You've never worn those before if you've been to my channel before. But yeah, I just ordered these on Wish. These were literally £1. I don't need glasses, but ever since I was a child, I'm like, oh, glasses are so cool, they look so cool. All my friends with glasses would be like, Sammy, glasses are so annoying, they steam up, they get all wet in the rain and things like that. And I'd always be like, oh, but I really love them. So I know it would be terrible to be blind, and I'm not taken away from that, and I know people have eye surgery which costs hundreds and hundreds of pounds to get what I have already, but I think glasses are quite stylish, so I ordered these on Wish. I don't want to pay crazy amounts of money because I've seen them in shops and they're literally like £10. I'm like, I'm going to pay £10 for something I don't really need. This is another reason why I'm glad I don't actually need glasses, because they can cost hundreds of pounds. But these were £1 on Wish, so I thought I'd try them and just see if I suited them. I quite like them, I feel very intelligent. I'm probably going to use them for like selfies and things. Although I feel like I used to take a lot of selfies when I was younger, like in sixth form and uni, but now I feel a bit cringe taking selfies on my Instagram. I don't know, it's just me, but I feel like I'm getting a bit too old to be taking selfies, but we'll see. So, a little bit about me then. I'm a 23-year-old and I work full time. I know I keep saying I'm old, but I think it's just because I'm at the stage in life where I'm working full time and getting a mortgage. I just feel like at uni, even though I was an adult, I didn't feel like I was an adult, because I could just like lie in bed all day if I wanted to. I could just like, I was quite irresponsible with my money, to be honest, and I didn't really have that many responsibilities. Now I'm like, with the nature of the job I do, it's quite a lot of responsibility every day at work, and I'm going to have a mortgage. Yeah, I just feel like I'm a grown-up now, so I am. Although I'm not old in terms of numbers compared to some people. Like some people could be older than me and not feel old. Does that make sense? Yeah, so I feel like I'm an adult in my life now. I'm 23 and work full-time as a pharmacist. So pharmacy is a 4-year degree, and then you do like a year of training, and then you sit an exam at the end of the year, and then you become a pharmacist. So that's what my life is now. I might take these off because the reflection's annoying me a bit. But yeah, I really like those. Put them on my head. That looks a bit stupid, but whatever. So yeah, I've got 2 lovely sisters. I am the middle child. Growing up, I most definitely acted like a middle child. I had middle child syndrome. But hopefully I've chilled out a bit. My parents seem to like me now, so thanks Mum and Dad for sticking with me through my rebellious years. Yeah, I've got an older sister who is very clever and is a mechanical engineer. I've got a younger sister who's very clever as well. She's at uni doing chemical engineering. And yeah, I've got my mum and dad who I live with at the minute. It's only me. My sisters are both moved out, so just me home since my pre-reg year. Because I moved out for uni, I went to Manchester, and I'm from Newcastle, so I moved back home to do my pre-reg year to save up, and now it was all worth it in the end because I managed to, well, I haven't yet because my lawyer takes ages to do anything, but I'm buying my house. So it was worth it in the end. Managed to save up money for that, for my deposit. The things I like to do in my spare time. Oh god, this is stuck in my hair. Oh, well, that is brilliant. So the things I like to do in my spare time are running. I'm a keen runner. I haven't always been, believe it or not. At school I was terrible at PE. I tried everything in my power to avoid doing PE. But as I've grown up, I've kind of started appreciating exercise more. At uni, I never really... Well, I did kickboxing and I really liked the fitness it gave me and like working in a team and having nice friends to look forward to meeting and things like that. But I wasn't very good at sticking with it when I was stressed out with studying and things like that. And then I tried out dance and honestly, I've got no coordination. So that definitely wasn't for me. I'm not very good at remembering the moves either. Just have to like spend my time looking around what everyone else is doing and being like 2 beats behind everyone else all the time. So dance wasn't for me. My dad has always been a runner as long as I can remember. He's always been running marathons and things. He's really good. And then my sister, about 5 years ago, my younger sister, she started getting into running as well. And her running career just took off. She's amazing at running now. So every now and then, my family would do park run. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's like a free run that goes on every Saturday. So my sister and my dad would always go to that, and then once or twice a year or something, I'd be like, oh, I'm going to do a park run, and like maybe run like a few times a week before, and then do a park run and do it in like 32 minutes, and be like, woo, that's my lot, that's enough running for me for the next half a year. Yeah. Then I decided in my last year of uni that I wanted to lose weight for my final year ball. So one of the things I wanted to do was count my calories, and another thing I wanted to do was exercise more. So I started running because I just find it's very flexible around your timetable. You don't have to stick to a rigid time when you can go running, as long as you're running in a safe place. So if it's dark, then you're running in an area with light or something. That's the only constraint really. All you need is a pair of trainers and some running outfits, and they're really affordable now. You can buy them in Primark, all sorts of places. So I thought it was quite affordable and accessible, so I just did running because I could fit it around my uni timetable, which is a bit manic in my last year of uni because I was doing my project. So yeah, that's how I got into running. And then after my ball, I just thought, oh, this is great. I love having this fitness. I could see myself improving every week. Park run every week. My times would be going down and down. And yeah, I just decided to stick with running. And when I moved home, I had friends from school, but a lot of them moved away for uni or after uni. And then there are still some friends here, but I thought it would be nice to join a running club, and then I'll meet more friends as well who've got that common interest with me. And I've got loads of lovely friends. A lot of them are slightly older than me, but they're really nice. And I really appreciate having those friends who are outside of my normal circle, so I can talk to them about things that I might not talk to my other friends about. And yeah, it's just a nice social support, and we encourage each other. There's a little bit of healthy competition between us, but yeah, we encourage each other and go on nice long runs together. It's always nice to have running partner is a nice social aspect to my life, as well as keeping me fit and healthy, which is something I never really discovered until now. Believe it or not, I'm doing cross country later, which is why I feel a bit silly with a bit of makeup on, but I'm going to be running around a field in the mud. So yeah, that's going to be fun. I'm trying to think of other things to tell you. I feel like I'm not that interesting of a person. I'm very good at talking about myself. Although you might disagree, seeing as I spent like 10 minutes talking about myself in this video so far. So I'm a pescatarian, which, if you didn't know what that means, it's I don't eat meat, but I'll eat fish. Try to eat healthy most of the time during the week, and then unhealthy on the weekends, but that doesn't always seem to happen. Sometimes I'll just eat chocolate all through the week and then be like, damn it. Oh, how could I forget? I've got a lovely boyfriend called Ross. You might have seen him in the IKEA video. I met him right before my last year of uni, so we've been together almost 2.5 years now. And I honestly think he needs a medal for putting up with me, my crazy mood swings. Like, thanks Ross, love you. Yeah, he's just the best. And yeah, I think he's my soulmate. Okay, this is awkward now. Don't really have any pets. We had a little rabbit a few years ago, but sadly he died, and basically he got eaten, so we haven't been able to have any more rabbits since, because there are still foxes around where I live, and it's very sad because he was like so cute, and I did like having a rabbit. I don't think I'll have any in my new house just because I struggle to look after myself. I don't know how I'm going to look after another live thing. Like, I'm going to try a plant, and honestly my track record's not very good for plants, so I don't know how a poor animal might fare up. I don't think it's fair because I'm very selfish and I like doing my own thing, and I'd always forget about it. So although I love animals in general, not all animals, I love quite a few animals. I hate birds. Yeah, I'm going off topic here. I don't think I'm going to have a pet, basically. I'm quite early on in my career, and I don't think what I'm doing now is going to be the thing I'm going to be doing for the rest of my life. I do have a lot of career goals that I haven't managed to meet yet. Basically, in pharmacy, your training year is called pre-reg year, and you work towards this big exam at the end of it, and you have to work so hard. So I found out I passed in summer, and I've only just recovered from the stress of revising every night and coming home and just from full day's work, and then having to work, and having to go to work on a Saturday after being at work all week, and then study all in all my free time and things like that. I think I've only just recovered from it, so I think I'm going to try and get back onto it and get in the habit of coming home and doing some work so I can try and reach my career aspirations. I think pharmacy is a thing where you can kind of do what you want with it. You can either work in Boots in a high street, work in a hospital, go and work in the pharmaceutical industry, and even if you're in a hospital, there's a million different routes. You can work in a GP surgery, you can have your own clinics, you can be a prescriber, you can be you can do lip injections and lip fillers and things like that. There's loads of different things you can do with pharmacy. So I'm just starting out at the minute. I'm still trying to develop my knowledge and get better pharmacy knowledge, because there's loads of things I don't know. Every day I have to look things up. So I'm hoping, just trying to get all the knowledge I can at the minute, and then I'll be able to take it further than where I am at the minute. So my favourite colour is red. I'm a Leo. My lucky number is 8. I'm just telling time now. I'm trying to think of things I could tell you so you know more about me. I am quite shy when you first meet me, but I think once I click with someone, I just just click with them, and then I'm just the best friend. I'm very all or nothing, so some people I'll be friends with them, distant friends with them for years and years and years, and we'll never quite get each other. They'll never see my full what I'm like. Then there's some people who are literally known a week, and then I'll just click with them, and we'll just be as if we've known each other years and years. So I think it's quite it depends on the person who I'm with. If someone makes me feel comfortable, then I'm quite a loud, bubbly person, but otherwise I'm quite shy and nervous. So a lot of people probably think, oh, I'm quite boring and quiet and I don't talk to anyone, but it's just how I am when you first meet me. One more thing, while I remember, I'll address the accent thing, because everyone who meets me finds out that I'm from Newcastle. It's oh, you don't have a Geordie accent. No, I don't, because Although I was born in North Shields, which is a little town kind of near Newcastle, I didn't stay there. I moved around a lot, so I've lived in lots of different countries. And yeah, I moved around a lot. Like, I've lived down south in England as well, like near Milton Keynes. So I moved around a lot and kind of just got a neutral accent, really. Maybe some words, because I've lived here in Newcastle for my sixth form and afterwards. And my boyfriend's from Newcastle, so maybe I've picked up a few, like, Geordie phrases and twang some of words, but I'm not sure. Maybe I sound a bit more like I'm from down south, I'm not sure. Yeah, that's why I don't have the accent. Oh god, you know what I did? I made this whole video about my channel, which was all about my house, and I didn't even explain my house. So, my house is a very old house. I love old houses. I've got a lot of friends who are buying new builds, and there's a lot to be said for new builds. They're clean, they're nice, you know the electrics are going to work, very uniform, but I just think I can never live in a new build. I just love the character of old houses. I've always lived in old houses. My parents have always liked old houses, so that's probably where I get it from, to be honest. I've always lived in an old house, and I just think the character and the size, and yeah, there's just so many things that you just can't put in. You can't inject character into some. Well, actually, to be honest, some new builds do have character, so I'm just being very generalist here. They are quite expensive as well, non-new builds. Anyways, I'm rambling. Anyway, that's just my preference. I like old houses which are crumbling and loads of work. So maybe I'm the idiot here. Yeah, so it's like a little terrace house. I know a lot of people who are anti-terrace houses as well, but there's quite a lot of room in my house. I've never heard a neighbour want... Like, my house I live in now, it's a terrace house, and I never really hear my neighbours, apart from they had a baby a few years ago and I could hear her when she was screaming, but in general life, not a lot of people scream at the top of their lungs, so I never really hear my neighbours, so I'm not opposed to terrace houses. I think they're quite nice, to be honest. So I don't know when mine was built, but it's like yellow bricks. I've also got a thing about brick houses. Oh, I love bricks, like old weathered bricks. I'm getting very excited talking about my house. But yeah, I'm very anti-pebble dash as well. I'm being very controversial, but these are just my opinions on houses. I had an idea of what I wanted. I wanted fireplaces, I wanted ceiling rows, I wanted brick work on the outside, and I wanted more than 2 bedrooms. Well, no, I just wanted 2 or more bedrooms, and I liked houses rather than apartments. I think if I was going to live right in the centre of Newcastle, then I'd settle with an apartment, obviously, because I wouldn't be able to afford a big house in the centre of Newcastle. But I actually ended up living like near the coast, which is where my parents are. I always say I'm from Newcastle because not a lot of people know the area, but I'm actually from a place, it's called Coats. It's like near Whitley Bay and Tynemouth. I don't know if Whitley Bay is a famous place or not. I just know it because I'm from here. But yeah, I'm buying a house in Tynemouth, which has got a lovely beach. It's near where my boyfriend lives, which is North Shields. It's near where my parents live, which is Coats. It's like 20 minutes each way. The minute my boyfriend lives a 40-minute walk away, but I'm going to live like right in the centre of it, the centre of them both, and be right next to Tynemouth, which is like a little old village. There's like pubs, and yeah, I never wanted to be like in the middle of nowhere where there's nothing around. So there's like little shops, but also the drive to town's probably like 20 minutes if there's no traffic, maybe like half an hour if there's traffic. And I work in the centre of town, so it's probably not ideal. I like to be a bit closer, but it's where my family are, it's where my running club is. I was laid down roots of the coast, so I'm a coasty girl. I'm just gonna buy a house here. I get more for my money. And honestly, there are houses like nearer to where I work for smaller, for more expensive, and I'd have no room in my budget to like do anything to them and make them my own. Like, God knows what furniture I'd be living on. I'd be living on like, I steal all the furniture from this house and then just be living in a bed in the middle of a room with nothing else in. So yeah, that's why I ended up buying that house, and it's a project. There's like an old man who used to live there. Unfortunately, he's died now. But I am buying the house off his daughters, so it needs work in every single room. There's a kitchen in there and it's functional. There's a bathroom in there and it's functional, but with the bathroom. There's like tiles with like little frogs painted on them. Like, it's cute, but like as soon as I move in, they have to go. And my kitchen, like he'd half renovated it, like he'd put an extension on, and all the units in the extension bit of the kitchen look really nice. Then the rest of the kitchen, like none of the units match what he's done in the other part, so kind of a bit weird. Yeah, it's a weird situation. But yeah, so that's my house. I love it. I just can't wait to get in there. There's some building work I want to do in there as well. I want to knock through my lounge and sitting room, so I'll have like an open planned area. Yeah, I just can't wait to move in there. I'm gonna like get the major work done and then just like move in there and crack on so I can get on with it every single day. I think that's everything. Yeah, so this was a little welcome to my channel. Basically, I'm doing home interiors, room transformations, moving in, and loads of home hauls because I'm an impulsive buyer, apparently. This is a new occurrence, but yeah. So thank you very much for watching. I hope this wasn't too long and boring. Yeah, hopefully you know me better now. Bye!